Good morning, Yankee fans. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. It is July 10th, Thursday morning. Pretty okay in New York. We may get some showers and all, but overall, I think we'll get the game in tonight. Hopefully, with the momentum, I'm sure everybody's pretty excited. The way the Yankees are playing, the way the Yankees are hitting, pitching. Yeah. But our rookie sensation, and that's what I'm going to call him because, my God, he reminds me so much of Garrett Cole. If you look at some of the shots, you think Garrett Cole is on the mound. So, really, that's really, really incredible. So, but a lot going on, everyone. First of all, you might have seen there was a little glitch in the morning. It said 8 a.m. instead of 8:30. I finally got that taken care of. I'm sorry that it took a while, but it did. But I did, so I'm sorry if you guys have been waiting. As you know, our regular time always is 8:30 unless I make the announcement the night before or the day of a later broadcast. Press the like button, everyone. Subscribe. We're getting closer to the deadline. Trade Talk Wednesday at July 16th and 8 p.m. I hope everybody's getting ready and looking at the minor league systems and looking at everything that's going on so that you can field your questions. I'm going to bring some of the Yankee family up and ask the panel some questions. So it's going to be a lot of fun and really looking forward to that. So let's go for that. There are a lot of rumors right now that I can't confirm most of them, but what I can tell you is that the Yanks are in the middle as always. You're gonna hear rumors all the way up to July 31st. There may be a trade or two with things that are moving around. Obviously everybody knows DJ LeMahieu is no longer a Yankee. I really believe they'll be able to trade him or he'll sign somewhere within the next 10 days. I really believe that. I want to say hello to so far the chat. You have 99. Good morning. Bill O, how you doing? Real Bill, how's everything? How you feeling? How's your wife? FG, how you doing? Jake, how are you? Tanner, Shabir, how you doing? Thanks for coming on. Let's see who else we got on here. We've got Sean Browning. How are you? How's everything going? So just to name a few people. Ken, how are you? We'll see you in a little while. Jonathan, how you doing? Just to name a few people. So thank you for coming on. I want to give a scoreboard update in case everybody didn't get the late scores. Well, the Dodgers are in trouble, man. They've lost 6 in a row. They lost to the Brewers in 10 innings, 3-2. Toronto, for Yankee fans, finally lost 2-1. The Phillies all over the Giants, 13-0. Tampa Bay getting a little hot again. They beat the Tigers 7-3. The Rockies and the Red Sox all over the Rockies 10-2. The Cincinnati Reds 7 and the Marlins 2. Minnesota Twins 4, the Cubs 2. Kansas City Royals 4-3 over Pittsburgh. The Nationals 8-2 over the Cardinals. The Guardians finally won a game. They beat the Astros 4-2. The Angels beat the Texas Rangers 11-8. The Diamondbacks all over the slumping Padres 8-2. The Atlanta Braves 9-2 over the A's, and the Mets and the Orioles were rained out. Everyone, the Mets and the Orioles today are going to play at 12:05 and then 5:05. So the Mets have a doubleheader. The first game is Peterson against Morton, and the second game, Sagono is pitching for the Orioles. The Mets haven't put out who they're going to pitch in game 2. So that's your scoreboard from last night. But let's talk about our rookie sensation. What did you guys think? I thought he pitched fantastic, Mr. Cam. That's why I'm calling him Cam. And I thought he looked really, really sharp. Yeah, he gave up the couple of home runs, but so what? It didn't kill us. He pitched well. He kept us in the game. And hey, D-Rest, how you doing? Yeah, it was a great win for us. But a lot of things. I mean, Cody Bellinger. To think a little while ago he was batting 181, and look what he's batting now. He's close to 300. What a turnaround! What a turnaround for Cody Bellinger. How about Dominguez? Dominguez at that blazing speed. Everybody contributed from Aaron Judge. As a matter of fact, we'll just go over a quickie on basically what took place in the lineup. So we'll do that right now. And let's see. So we had for the Yanks, Dominguez, 4 at-bats, 2 runs, 3 hits on RBI. Judge, 3 at-bats, 1 run, 1 hit, 2 RBIs. Bellinger, 4 at-bats, 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 RBI. Stanton, 4 at-bats, 1 hit, and 1 RBI. Chaz Chisholm Jr., hot as a firecracker. 4 at-bats, 2 runs, 2 hits, 4 RBIs, 2 home runs. Paul G., 1 hit and 4 times up. Austin Wells, 4 at-bats, 1 run, 2 hits, and he was hitting the ball with authority. Anthony Volpe, 4 at-bats, 1 hit, which was a double. Well, it would have been a double. He was thrown out on a great play by the right fielder. Oswaldo Peraza had 4 at-bats, 1 run, and no hits. The pitching line, Mr. Cam Rookie, 5 1/3, 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 7 Ks, and 2 walks. Not a bad outing at all. And my God, if you put your head down, he looks like Garrett Cole. It's unbelievable. Loizaga, not a great outing. 1 inning, 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 2 strikeouts. Weaver looked very good yesterday. 1 2/3, 3 strikeouts, and that's great to see. And Williams is 13 save, 1 inning and 2 strikeouts, a clean inning. So that is very, very good news. Jay, let's go to some talk. Jake says, watch Boone Dominguez today. I don't think so. I think he'll play today. I think maybe it's possible those days are over. They must have had a lot of team meetings. They must have been together, and I think we're starting to see a little change in the lineup. Who's playing? Who's not playing? You noticed Ben Rice isn't playing much. Might be saving for a big trade. Who knows? I have no idea. 99 says, did you see Cashman's press conference? He literally still talking highly of Volpe. I don't understand what. Well, 99, what do you want him to say? He's the Yankees starting shortstop. He's the best we got right now. What do you want him to say? If you're looking to trade him, do you think he's going to stay? He stinks, or that he's not doing well? No, of course not. Listen, whatever you're hearing does not necessarily mean that's what he's thinking. But he has no choice. If you have a business, are you going to say Mike Cook stink? You're not going to say that. You're going to try to change it, but in your own way. I mean, what you tell me? You'll be in the same position. You're going to go on a press conference and say, my shortstop is no good. I'm trying to get rid of him. Oh yeah, that's going to make a trade. He's got to build him up. Come on, we all know that. And Bill says no, not going to happen. 99 Volpe is here to stay. Yeah, he's definitely here to stay. At least this year, and then we'll see the future. Right now, we got to worry about 2025. If the Yankees were rebuilding or retooling, then you worry about 2026. But they're not doing that. They're in the playoffs. If the season would end today, we're in the playoffs. All right, granted, we're not in first place, but we finally gained a game after so long. So it's about time, little by little. But you got to remember, Toronto has a very easy schedule coming up right now. And it doesn't get harder for them until they play the Yankees. So the Yankees have to play toe-to-toe. And against hard teams, we have the Cubs on the weekend. I mean, then we have the All-Star break, and there might be some deals going on. Who knows? Good morning, Merck. How you doing? How's everything going? Let's see. Jake. Cashman also said he doesn't know if he'll be deep in deadline or not, but he's going to try. Doesn't make me too confident. Well, Jake, one thing you got to remember, he will never play his hand. And, in covering Cashman for all these years, the one thing I always know is if it makes business sense for the Yankees, they will do it. He says the same thing time and time again. Again, the Yankees the Yankees do this with injuries. The Yankees do this with trades, DFAs, everything. The Yankees are a different breed, everyone. You've got to remember that. It's all different in Yankee land. Completely all different. And the other teams, they talk and they do this and they do that. The Yankees don't do that. Somehow they've got great reporters that will somehow get the information. But if you notice, it's the real inside information, guys, not your everyday Johnnies. It's just not going to happen. You could speculate all you want. But they are, you got to be a fly on the wall to find out what the Yankees are doing. Even when they're drafting, the speculation is crazy. You have no idea what they're thinking. And if you're thinking, it's going to be a center fielder, they draft a catcher. Oh, it's going to be a second baseman, and they draft a shortstop. So the Yankees, whether you like it or not, they are a different breed. Since Cashman took over, years ago, we used to get a good idea what the Yankees were thinking. It was a little easier because now you have media that, you can't breathe. And the Yankees take it where everything's got to be behind closed doors. And if you're a Yankee fan, you have to accept it. We don't have a choice. Let's see what's going on. FJ, how you doing? I didn't like hearing that when Peraza is not playing third base, they intend to give a rep. Well, that's just talk. Let's see if it actually happens. Let's see. And they may play JC because he might be a trade bait. The teams want to say, we may need a third baseman, or we may need a DH, we may need a first baseman. Listen, the Yankees don't do anything for just doing it. We may not agree with it, but it happens. So you have to have patience with this team. They play it close to the vest. They'll never change, at least until Cashman is there. Let's go to honestly, I'd rather see Peraza than Vivas. I can't stand Vivas. Well, why? I mean, he came up, he did some good things. What is it about Vivas that you don't like? And Peraza, who's batting 131 or whatever, however low it is, how do you say that? You have no, what Vivas has, 30 at bats? Give him 500 at bats, and then let's see who's better. Peraza is a better defender, okay, but that may not be the whole narrative of third base. They may want to get a faster guy. Vivas makes the plays. He may not be a superstar, but he makes the plays. Now, I'm not defending any of them because I personally think they've got to get somebody better if they want to compete for a championship. They need another hitter in that lineup. There's no question. Even as good as they're looking right now, believe me, they need another hitter in the lineup. Merrick, how you doing? Good morning. No, I understand that 99, but Peraza might be moved in a trade. Yes, because remember, he has no more options. So what are you going to do with this guy? What can you do with this guy? I mean, it's not it's he's batting 150, folks. It's not easy to trade a 150 guy. So, everything right now is trade talk, trade talk. But we still got a whole month here. All right, so today's the 10th of July. So we have 21 days. You have 3 weeks. 3 weeks to change the narrative of the club. Let them do what they got to do, and we enjoy the games. As I said, that Bellinger catch has changed the narrative of the New York Yankees. Just like back in 1998 when they went nuts after they were 1-5. They went nuts. It was a crucial play, a double play on Ken Griffey Jr. when it looked like we were going to lose the game, and then they took off. Well, that's what this team is showing me right now. That is what the team is telling me right now. Let's see. What do we have? Okay. Does 99 like anybody? And then you say he's a fan of the Yankees. Yes. No, he is a fan of the Yankees. He's just very critical. He is very, very critical of the team. And listen, he has a right to. He has a right to his opinion. What do you have to understand, 99? It's the same thing, man. When you never say anything positive about the team. Well, listen, I'm not defending it or defending it, but Merck, the bottom line is he's an avid Yankee fan, and the Yankees went through the 2-3 weeks, and it got to him. I mean, I can understand that it got to him, but he did say a couple of positive things last night. So you got to give him the benefit of the doubt a little bit. If they're playing great and 99 keeps bashing everybody, then I can understand. But last night, I have a feeling he turned the corner a little bit. So kind of defending him a little bit. But, chin up, guys. Chin up. The Yankees are going to be okay. Good morning, Nathan. How you doing? If you want to join, please join. That would be great. I appreciate that. Let's see. What else we got on the chat here today? Who am I missing here? Nathan. Yankees have 19 games with 9+ runs scored this season. That's the most in Major League Baseball. Well, you're right. You're right, Nathan, and thank you for that because we do have a great nucleus. It's just they just went into that lousy patch, which we don't want to think about anymore. It's over with. It's over with. It's time to move forward. And look, what is it? 3 in a row? Well, let's go for 4 in a row. You got to take it in baby steps. And to a nice surprise here in the morning, we've got the main man, the 9:30, 8:30 man at night, Chris the Flash. Good morning, sir. How you doing, big guy?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up with you?
Nothing much. Not much. What's up, Chad?
What? So I'm gonna start off. What did you think of our star rookie pitcher, who I believe looks like Garrett Cole and Ken Sittler?
Yeah, he looked good. What he had? Seven Ks. I said he was gonna get 12. He was ratcheting it up there.
He's thrown the hardest pitches of any Yankee pitcher, and he threw at least 5 100-mile-an-hour fastballs. So, and they were moving. It's not like it's just straight arrow. They were moving, and that was great. And that was great to see. I'm impressed. I'm starting to get really impressed with Dominguez, and I'm so happy that the first time this year, 2 games in a row they have the same lineup, and that was refreshing. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I would have won that bet because we betted if we was gonna have the same lineup, and I definitely said yeah.
Yeah, no question about it. everybody's starting to do their part. But it's interesting. Ben Rice has been out for 2 games. I don't know if there's something brewing with the possible trade. So Rice, Grissom, in and out of the lineup. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to survive the trade deadline. I think these two are going to go for either a third baseman or maybe a relief pitcher or two. Do you sense possibly that these guys are not going to be with the Yankees come the 31st of July?
I mean, anything's possible. I mean, I was watching your stream yesterday, and CT was reporting about the Dylan Cease thing. I don't want Dylan Cease.
No. I am totally against that.
Yeah.
No.
I'm good. I'm good on Dylan Cease.
Also, Sandy Alcantara, I don't want him either. He's not going to do anything here in New York. If he can't do it in Miami, he's not doing it in New York. He's absolutely not. Give a shout out to Bill O. How you doing? Thanks for joining the stream again. Play Peraza and or trade him. Who in the lineup right now that you didn't see in the past 4 or 5 weeks is starting to excite you a little bit?
I ain't gonna lie. I think ever since coming back from injury, I think Jazz been ratcheting it up. I think now he's back to his comfortable position, which is second. Belly starting to heat up even more. He's starting to get more hits. I just think the way the lineup is right now, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Run the same lineup again.
I agree. I like to see the same lineup with the only tinge of a little better than Peraza at third base.
Yes.
If they get themselves a bona fide hitter, that lineup is dangerous.
Well, hold up. Let me take this off when I say that. So, Cashman, I know you want to try to fleece teams, and I know you want to try to get the low budget players, but you need to man the F up, call the Diamondbacks, and get their third baseman.
Well, here's the thing. You can't blame Cashman. Cashman can make the trade, Chris. The problem is when he hands it over to you got to get an approval from Hal. And Hal, if he's going to see, wait a minute, hold it. We're going to add 30 million more to Cash, work out something else. It's not really fair. Yeah, Cashman has made some blunders, but it's not really fair to put him in a position where, he wants to make the trades. But the budget, imagine you have a $300 million payroll and you have a budget. And that's what's hurting the team. I mean, unfortunately, with $300 million, you should have a decent set team. They don't. They have holes. They have no third baseman. Until recently, there was a seesaw in left field. They don't have a leadoff hitter. They don't have some relief pitching now because people got hurt, and they lack a starting pitcher. And this is all with the $300 million payroll. How do you go figure? All right. Yeah, there was some injuries. Granted, a lot of people are saying, hey, Joe, the Yankees had to know about Garrett Cole. I don't think so. I mean, you can't predict today you're walking fine. Tomorrow you're in pain. How do you predict that? You don't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, but they're coming out and saying, oh, they knew it. They knew. How did they know it? How can you possibly predict an injury? We could be feeling great, absolutely great. 10 minutes from now, we have aches and pains all over the place. Did the Yankee management know that? No, of course not. We got to be real here, everyone. But, I mean, listen. We all want the best for this team, no question about it. But let's be realistic. But to say that they knew he was sick and he had a problem, no. The Yankees are not going to put him out there and risk all of that. They're not with the salary he's making. Are you kidding? Felix, good morning. How you doing? Thanks for joining the stream again. I really appreciate it. But now we have to concentrate on the bullpen. What can we do? That's the problem. What can we do with the budget?
Well, I want to say this because you just brought up the budget. I think the budget is BS because if you're gonna trade for Dylan Cease, that's making over $20 million, and then taking on Jake Cronenworth's contract, I think Kyle's not playing that budget stuff this year. I think because how the team is playing and how the team is suited, I think Kyle might be going maybe not all in, but I think he's gonna make a couple moves that we might be surprised, and he's gonna let Cashman do.
Listen, they may say, hey, freaking for this year, let's just do it. But is it really, really, really 100% that the Yankees, had that trade really on the table? It could have been hearsay. It could have just been like, they heard they were talking about Cease, so they automatically realized, boom, that, we don't really know if that was really on the table. I mean, unless somebody like a Jack Curry or somebody in the know turns around and say, yeah, there was. Now, if he came out and said that, I would believe it. But I'm not going to believe anything or report anything unless it's fact. There's so many rumors out there. I mean, people have the Yankees getting Paul Skees, getting this guy, getting that guy, trading this one. It's not realistic. It's all rumors. Like I would be very, 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 unless who they get. If they traded Spencer Jones, I think they're nuts. Absolutely nuts. You have a bumbling star right there for the taking. The guy, you could see it. He's got the tools. He could run. He could hit. He could field. He could throw people out from the outfield. He goes to first and third. Watch the games, folks. Watch it. There's no way you want this guy traded. No way. And there may be only one guy that you'd want for him, and he's not available. I won't do it. No, I am not going to trade Spencer Jones for Acuna. And I'll tell you why. He gets hurt all the time. All the time. Look how long, look what happened to Atlanta. When he finally came in, they were already 11 games out. What can he do? I'm sorry. If he's healthy, of course I'll take him. But he's got to prove 2 years in a row that he plays.
Well, I would trade Jones for Riley. If they was going to give up Riley, I'll trade him for Riley. The third base? Yeah. He's still young. He's proven.
I wouldn't do that.
I would.
You're not
Jones
playing.
ain't got no spot, Joe. Jones ain't got no spot. He has no spot.
I understand that, but you're playing against Yankee Stadium. You're bringing in a right-hander that he's going to have to hit rockets to get him out of left field. Where Spencer Jones, all he's got to do is flick his wrist and he's got a bomb in right field.
Yeah, but
I mean that's like having Joe DiMaggio with Ted Williams.
Riley can hit all over the field.
Yeah, he's also 31 years old?
No, Riley's young.
Austin, the third baseman of the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah, he's young.
I wish somebody would take a look at that.
Yeah, anybody in the chat, type in how old is Riley?
Of the Braves.
Yeah.
Right. If you're right, you're right.
I think he's like 26, 27.
To me, he's been okay, let's see. Well, he wears number 27. He is no, it's not coming up.
28. He's 28.
28. Okay.
That's young.
It's young. He's 29.
Nathan's
D-Rod. How you doing, D-Rod? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate it. He's 29. and you're getting rid of a 24-year-old. That's 5 super years.
That doesn't have room in the majors.
The
And
what?
third baseman.
Yeah, we do need a third baseman, but you're not going to, to me, they're not going to sacrifice Spencer Jones for that. No way. No, and no way. What about let's see, let's try another third baseman. I mean, look at all the hoopla about Alex Bregman. And Riley is making $22 million a year. Hal is not going to approve that trade.
Stop. Who keeps bringing up money? Money is not a factor this year.
That's not true.
No.
If the money wasn't a factor,
even if the Cease trade wasn't real, one of those 2 contracts was a lot of money anyway.
What I'm saying to you is, if they add somebody with $25 million a year player of 22, it's going to double because
Just
they're over the what?
Just for this year. That next year money's coming off the books.
Yeah, but not that much.
Enough to where we can keep Riley, because you got to realize that who's coming in? Oh, what's up, Ken?
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going? Good morning.
Morning.
So, would you in this talk with Chris, would you possibly do that, Riley, for Spencer Jones?
If it was possible.
He's a very talented third baseman. What I would look at is the years of controllability on his contract. If we got him,
do you think the Yankees would take on $25 million a year right now?
You going to take on $25 million from Riley or 22.5 for Arenado?
Again, that was all speculation. They're not getting Arenado. They're not getting him, and he's 35 years old.
Me personally, I'm sticking with Peraza. I'm not making a trade for another third baseman. Our bigger area need is bullpen and a starter.
Yeah, I've been saying that. Regardless of Smith.
And the long and short, we only have so many bullets to spend, and we're not going to be able to add. I mean, think back, Joe. What was the last time that we added 3 players at the trade deadline?
A while ago.
Yeah, it hasn't been that I can remember in the last 5 years.
It was around 2004, I think. It was a while ago. It really was a while ago.
And we are looking right now at having to add 3 people for sure, and most people are talking 4. That would be the most monumentous trade deadline for us if we were to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's regardless if money be damned and we went all in on it. The thing that we have to think about is the areas of need for the other contenders, because we have the Yankee tax that we're going to be up on. We're going to be shooting against other teams that have, frankly, better prospects than we do. We have a very limited pool of players. I mean, we would end up trading off of our major league roster, and I know that fans hate to hear it, but I think that Greg Burt or Ben Rice is one of the pieces they may be dangling in conjunction with Trent Grisham.
I find it strange that he hasn't been in the lineup the last few days.
That's part of it. Plus, if he's hurt, when you see Yankees at the stadium, they're always in uniform. The other day, Grisham was in street clothes.
Wow. I didn't notice that. Wow, that's a good observation. Did not know that.
So hence, frankly, if you look at Trent Grisham, almost every major league roster, he would be a starter in center field. He's being bounced back and forth in our lineup. So there would definitely be, especially for contenders like the Dodgers, for instance, they just called up Outman. because of outfield issues. And earlier in your stream, you were talking that the Yankees have $300 million roster and we have holes. Well, guess what? The Dodgers have a $450 million roster and they have holes.
But they were also 7 games up in first place.
Well, that's true. But
so
one of the holes that the Dodgers have is at shortstop, and Bo Bichette, they're going to be pushing hard for him.
All right. Well, let's see how it goes. But
and
like
you know their rotation is in trouble. Their bullpen is in trouble. So unlike us, they have a farm system that's brewing with talent, and they got no spot to make it into the majors. So they're more than willing to trade those players.
Well, again, if the Yankees if they're gonna pounce, they usually do it before the trade deadline. Like this is like the right time, the right pickings when they usually do something. So who knows? It could be today. It could be tomorrow. It could be a day before the All-Star game. I don't know, but they're going to have to address a couple of these needs if they really want. I mean, obviously want to try to beat Detroit, people like Detroit, and all of that. I mean, because right now, no way. There's no way in heck you're going to tell me that they're going to beat the Detroit Tigers or even the Blue Jays at this time. But let's see what happens. We're going to bring in the Big N. How you doing, Ethan Sports Rush?
What's up, Chris, Ken, Joe?
Hey.
What's up, everyone? What's up, chat?
What's going on?
Nothing. How about you guys?
Hanging in there. So what Chris and myself and the big guy here has been talking about, Ken. What are your thoughts? What do you think? Would you trade Spencer Jones for Austin Riley?
No, not Austin Riley. The only way I'm trading Spencer Jones if it's for Paul Skeens or a high caliber player like that. That's it.
You know, when we talked the other day, you asked me who was off the board as far as trades from the minor leagues. I said absolutely nobody.
Yeah,
everybody is tradable. Those guys are prospective talent. They have no major league chops right now, and if they can come and help this team actually take number 28, I'm willing to do it.
Chris, you're nodding your head. Join us. Go ahead.
No, if Spencer Jones get us a great piece, I'm trading him. I keep saying this. He doesn't have any room up here, and I'm gonna keep saying this. Like he doesn't have room this year or next year.
Well, how do you say next year?
Yeah, Jones can come up next year potentially.
And do what?
He can play center field.
They're not signing Grissom. They're not going to give him a multi-year a contract. They're not doing it, Chris.
How long we been on Cashman? I guarantee you, he's gonna sign a first baseman.
No, he's not going to sign a first baseman. I don't think they're going to be. They're not going to be in that Japanese guy.
No, I don't care about the Japanese guy.
Okay, so
what first baseman are they going to sign?
The first baseman that I see being available, Alonso got rooked by the Mets on their deal. He's going to opt out. He will be a free agent. I guarantee it.
Who is?
Pete Alonso.
Oh, Pete Alonso. Okay.
Josh Naylor is a free agent at the end of this season. I don't think that they would invest in Murakami for the mere fact that he is a strikeout machine.
Yeah,
we've been trying to get away from that type of player, and folks have said, well, you know, he can play third base. Well, if you look at his stat run, he is maybe an average third baseman. So we want to bring in an average third baseman with a high K rate? No, I don't see it. And you think that he is going to interpret into a long ball header? He faces in Japan maybe 4 or 5 people that pitch in the upper 90s. Here in the major leagues, every roster has at least 5 to 6 people that throw 95 plus.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, but
Chris, there's a question for you in the chat. Would you trade Lovat Jr. this trade deadline?
For the right piece, yeah. Because I agree.
Exactly.
I agree. I agree with Ken. I keep saying this. I'm not a prospect hugger because these prospects are not proven.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere.
Well, we have enough. I think we have enough. Like we see what Austin Wells, Volpe, Dominguez. Am I missing anybody? Rice.
Right.
Like we need. Look, I understand about the future. But when's the last time we won a championship?
09.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not against trading Junior. I'm not. I know he's a defensive whiz. I just don't know if the bat's going to do any talking.
Yeah.
I don't like. I mean, I've been watching a lot of Scranton games. I don't like the way he bats.
I think he strikes out too much. I think he needs to cut down on the strikeouts a little bit. Right. Spencer Jones.
He's got what, a handful of games at
AAA. Yeah.
At AAA. I mean, I know for a month period, just before he got called up, his strikeout rate went down from
Felix
almost 41% to 25%, which is decent. But he's going up against different style pitchers that are closer to major league ready, and they're eating them for lunch.
Yeah.
And the other thing, in the International League, you have the challenge, the ABS. So he challenges pitches that are wonky. He comes up to the big leagues. We ain't got ABS. We got a bunch of crappy umpires that call a bad strike zone.
Yeah.
And he's the size of Judge. Look at how much crap Judge takes from low and away pitches that are below the zone on him, because umpires don't adjust to the size of players.
Well, that was the same.
When it comes to the potential Braves package, you can. I think the Yankees should obviously try and get also. I guess Chris says also Riley, and then add a starting pitcher from the Braves and a bullpen guy from the Braves. Make it a three, like a one, and make a big trade into one to get multiple players from the Braves, and then send players back. Like,
The thing that I haven't really looked at what the actual needs are for the Braves and how we match up with them. We might not be compatible whatsoever.
They keep dangling Albus. That's who they keep dangling to the Yankees, and we don't.
Yeah, he's an expiring contract.
Right, we don't need him.
No, unless we trading Jazz. If we trading Jazz, yeah, but I don't think we trading Jazz. I wouldn't trade Jazz. Like
you wouldn't, or you would?
Would not.
No, but not.
We got 1 more year of Jazz, so I wouldn't trade Jazz.
Right.
I mean, honestly, God's honest truth, of the players that we have, I'm offering Jazz a contract extension now.
Yeah.
I'm wanting to keep him a lot longer than next year.
Yeah. He's definitely worthy of it. The other guys, not yet.
No.
Dominguez, maybe 1 or 2 more years.
Volpe, not yet. Volpe, no way.
No, not yet. But
what's funny about the whole Volpe thing? A lot of people don't like Volpe because he's left a gazillion people on base. Well, he's second on our team in RBIs. He's driven in a lot of players. If you look at his stats compared to other shortstops in the major leagues, he's like 4th in RBIs compared to every shortstop out there. You look at doubles. He's 1st in the major leagues for shortstops hitting doubles. I mean, does he have holes? Yeah. But is he a serviceable guy? I think with a solid defender like Peraza sitting at 3rd and Jazz at 2nd, those guys cover a lot of territory, and they can make up for some of Volpe's inadequacies as a shortstop. So if you look at a shortstop, who are you going to get? Who are you going to bring in?
Yeah.
Look at the free agent market. The big guy on the free agent market this coming year at shortstop is Bichette. Bichette's projected contract is like 21.2 million AAV. Are we going to bring on a contract like that? You're looking at a lifetime 277 hitter, I think, and
He gets hurt a lot.
yeah, he's got injury history, and you look at his defensive metrics. Volpe is actually a better defensive shortstop than him. So you're going to chunk out 21 mil? I'm not seeing it.
No.
In
So,
the,
it
in,
says
the, in the chat, guys, they're asking if you're going to sign Chisholm, what would you offer him on a yearly basis? Or what kind of contract would you give him?
I would, for me, I would offer him like a short-term deal, like a 2-3 year deal worth probably 40 to 45 million.
I don't think that's going to get it done.
No.
I don't think that's going to get done. Chris, what do you feel?
How old is Jazz?
He is. Let me check. Hold on.
He's 27, I think.
Oh, 27. Oh,
He's young. He's real young.
Maybe
as,
maybe like a 5-year deal.
oh, he's 27. Ken. Yeah, you're right. 27.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe like a 5-year deal. Probably like what? 25 years.
25 a year?
I would go something similar to the Bellinger contract.
Yeah.
A 5-year, 22.5,
Cool
maybe
with that.
23.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think it gets it done because, frankly, Jazz is a showboat. Jazz loves the bright lights in New York, and he performs there. Look at him when he was back in Miami with the Marlins. Garbage team, kept getting hurt, wasn't interested in playing for the team.
So it says,
99 says, Ken, how can you offer him $25 million a year?
I didn't say 25. I said 22.5.
22
No.
points.
It's close. 25, 23. It's close. But I see he said 17 to 18. I'm sorry. The way the contracts are going and the way the type of play
It's going up. It's going up.
going up. So y'all looking at, how much you paid DJ?
Yeah. I think it was.
15, 16?
I think so.
15 a pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, but Jeff Passan says here he thinks the Yankees' best trade matches will be Arizona, St. Louis, or Colorado, and Pittsburgh.
Yeah. I was thinking, how about this? How many bullpen pieces we need?
A lot, like 3 or 4.
I would trade Trent and maybe one prospect and call Pittsburgh and get 2 of their bullpen pieces.
Like Bender or something?
Yeah, somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't forget, Bender did spend a little time in the minors this year. He was brought down. He had some issues.
He fought.
No, I mean, I like him. No, I agree with you.
Yeah,
I totally agree with you. I would love to have him.
That was a smart move. The Pirates did.
Yeah.
He's pitching to.
Sometimes you need to do that.
Yeah.
No question about it. You need to do that. So I mean, look. Bottom line is, we can speculate all we want, but I actually think something's going to happen like within the next day or two. I don't know why. I have no rhyme or reason for it, but I believe something's going to happen the next day or two. I really do. But we'll see. Felix says 620 for 22.5, 135 million total for 6 years takes him to 33 years old.
I would put an opt out in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to have at least 1 or 2 opt-outs. But I think that's a pretty good contract for Chaz. Because, I mean, his best years are coming. His best years. I mean, look at Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge is going to be 34 years old. I mean, right now, if he needed a contract, he'll get a couple of, a decent one. But he's not going to get $400 million, not at 34 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Bill says 5 years, 40 million. That's not going to get it done.
Hell
no way. No way. He's going to look at that. He said, that's what Miami would offer me. No way. Let's see. No, Jazz is one of the stars, guys.
Yeah.
He's got to be taking. They got to take care of him. Now, are the other ones worthy of an extension? No. I mean, I wouldn't. I would go year to year with Austin Wells. I would go year to year with Volpe until they could, really, really prove that they're worthy of a 5-year contract. There's no way.
Let me ask this, because Volpe did have a good postseason. Would you change your mind if Volpe has another good postseason?
Yeah. Well, I would wait to the very end.
Okay.
When the Yanks are ready to choke about the contract, then I'd give it. Because you want him to perform. You want him to. I mean, I'm not saying he would dog it if he gets the money. No, because he already got a great signing bonus. He got like $5 million. So as a signing bonus for a 19, 20-year-old, that's really good. But I would wait. Why rush?
Yeah.
He's not going to go anywhere anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So before they go to arbitration, boom, here's the contract. That's what I would do. That's a smart, and knowing Hal Steinbrenner, that's what he's going to do. Unless, I mean, it's so ridiculous. I mean, this guy's a superstar. It's not even funny. Let's get him now because it's going to cost us a bundle in 3 years.
Yeah.
You got to weigh it. He's only here 3 years. Now, this is his third full year. They have 2 more years to think about it.
Let me ask this too, because say if Cody opts in, and say
he is.
Yeah,
he's not going anywhere.
Say he plays good, would y'all try to extend Cody?
Yeah, it depends. I guess if he has another great year with the Yankees, for sure. Yeah, like probably like a 4 or 5 year deal again.
Because
you know why they would do that? Because I mean, he's such a great defensive player, and he'll secure first base for years. You never have to worry about first base.
And plus, he's a perfect Yankee player.
Yankee stadium hitter.
And plus, his father played for the Yankees, so there's some great story for that.
He was begging Scott Boras to bring him, please. I want to go to New York. I mean, he's not going anywhere, and he knows that contract, even if he does great now and in the playoffs, he's still got a very, very nobody's going to chance that contract. No way. He's not leaving the Yankees. Yeah. I mean, that's almost a given. What were you going to say, Ken?
Yeah.
Cody aspired to be a Yankee his entire life.
Yeah.
Now that he's here, he's in a stadium that his swing is pretty much built for.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that anybody's going to offer him a bag of cash. So I don't see him opting out whatsoever.
No.
Paul Goldschmidt probably said it best last night. Cody Bellinger plays 4 positions, and he's a Gold Glover in all 4 positions.
Yes.
So part of the dynamics of the team was to improve defense and limit teams' ability to score runs. Well, you got an all-star that can play 4 positions. That's certainly somebody to keep an eye on. As far as extending him, I don't think I would have an issue with it.
Okay.
No, because these are still young players. I mean, yeah, he's 28, 29, fine. But that's still, you're still getting 3. You need 3 years of his prime, and that's just it. I mean, listen, is Aaron Judge defining time? How many more years do you think he's going to hit like this?
Well,
2 more.
I want to answer a couple of questions there. Boris is a manager for players.
Yep.
But the person that is truly the boss is the player himself.
Mm-hmm.
So if Bellinger tells Boris, I'll take a cheaper deal to stay in New York, well, guess what? Boris is just going to suck it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did he have a client like that named Altuve?
Yep.
Well, Altuve's getting up in years now. I mean, what is he? 35?
He
He's let me check.
he was about to be a free agent, and he told Scott, whatever deal Houston gives me, I'm staying.
He's 35 now.
Yeah. Thank you.
He's hitting 272 this year with 16 home runs and 51 RBIs.
And guess what? Over the last 2.5 weeks, he's hitting over 400 and one of the hottest hitters in Major League Baseball.
He's a beast.
He has
And
he's a dwarf on top of it.
And he has a 5-year his contract. His contract is through the 39 age season, so 4 more years left on the contract.
He's a solid ball player.
Yeah.
They were smart to sign him on the deal that they got, and even when his days in the field are done, he's still going to be able to hit. That dude hits all the time. He's a freaking pain in the ass. He's a gnat that kills teams, and Yankees particularly get dented in the forehead by that guy.
Yeah, you know what happened in the playoffs already, so that I'm not gonna.
Okay, but
D-Rod says, I think Judge will be the DH after Stanton is gone. Too big to play first base. No.
That's why I don't think Spencer Jones will be a first baseman for the Yankees.
Yeah, it's
the exact same reason.
Right. Yeah. You know, and I like that, D-Rod. That's excellent. That's a good point. Very good point. Let's see.
That puts Judge at 36.
D-Rod says, and you have a right to this. Keep telling me how much my opinions are wrong, and this is the reason why I stay away from YouTube for 3 months. Well, please come stay here, D-Rod. Believe me, anybody gets on your case, well, they're going, not you.
Yeah, I was about to say, D-Rod, stay on there, brother. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, D-Rod, really, don't even sweat it. Enough's enough. Everyone, this is a family chat, and I don't care if you agree or you don't agree, but enough's enough. Let's be civil. We can talk. Direct it to us. Don't direct it to the chat.
Yep.
We're all family here. Do not direct it to the chat.
Yeah,
listen
guys.
to what I'm telling you.
Yeah, we are. All of us are family here, guys. Come on.
That's enough. That's enough. Just like with the cursing, I'm with this. D-Rod, you're absolutely right. And it's not going to happen to you. I promise you that. We have moderators. They are watching. So please, everybody, direct the questions to the panel. That's why we have a panel here. Don't direct it to your fellow there. You can say hello. You can love them. But don't say that they're wrong. They're entitled to their opinion. And let them talk. Okay. I had to do my little speech here.
A little rant. We got.
All right, I put some stats up here in the chat. With Chaz.
Oh, here it is.
Yep.
Okay, so he's crushing everything. 19.7 barrel, 570 times X, 96%, 391. OBA, 92nd, 92 with 139, 28 homers and 107 games with the New York Yankees. Mm-hmm. Excellent job, Nathan. Excellent job. And if that doesn't help you, how good Chaz has been, well, then you're not a Yankee fan, because he's done a lot here. There's and it's again, and I'm looking at the chat again. Yes, you are entitled to your opinions, but please keep it towards the panel and not to your fellow people in the chat. All right. Let's say, man, we have a harem today, boy. We really do. Here we go. One more to add to the team. Here we go. Stephen B. How you doing?
What's up, Stephen B?
Hey, Chris. Hey, Joe. Hey, Nathan.
How
hey,
is
Ken.
everyone?
Hey, how's it going, Stephen B?
How you doing? We
Just,
got a basketball team here. All we need is a center. We're good here. Stephen B,
no.
what is
We're-
your thoughts? What is your thoughts on some of the stuff right now? What do you think of what you're hearing?
I'm hearing more like I've. What have you guys been hearing? I'm hearing like sometimes I'm hearing maybe a third baseman and a starter, but I also heard Cam. They're really impressed with Cam from last night and really special. And I don't think they want to overdo his arms, his innings limits up here. So that's why I think they're trying to get a trade for a starter.
Okay, all right. Do you like the idea of trading Spencer Jones at all?
I really do believe in Spencer Jones. I don't want to trade him. And I know people say I'll be a plastic hugger, but when you have that kind of high talent, you don't trade it away. You let him try and fail. If he succeeds on another uniform and you trade it for a player that's not that caliber and under control years, you're gonna regret that trade every day, and the fans are gonna let you know every day, because if we could have had this guy here, I think we might have the next Soto and Judge with Jones and Dominguez. But I'm not trying to put expectations on there either. I want them to be the best player they can be.
Chris is nodding his head. Come on, Chris, let us have it.
I'm sorry. I'm just not. I'm not doing that to myself. I'm not one of those fans that get mad if another player does good for another team. Like, I'm more if the player that we get back produces and plays well for us to where we get another championship, I can care anything about the player that we traded.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, you win trades, you lose trades. I really don't care at this point. I just care about us winning another championship. So if it's me trading Spencer Jones or Lombard or whoever.
No, I mean, listen, I agree with you. I agree with you, but to fix this team right now is not. I mean, Cashman and Steinbrenner have got to be whizzes. It's not that easy. We need a lot. They need a lot. You're asking for two very good relief pitchers, or at least giving you innings. You're asking for that. You're asking for another starting pitcher. You're asking for a third base. I mean, that's not exactly. I mean, they don't do these trades in 12 months. How are they going to do that in 3 weeks? That's the thing. And we don't even know how many people are selling or buying at this point. We don't know.
Hey.
Everything is close.
Read the last note from Mert, please.
Dude, what?
You're good, D-Rod. I'm on it. That's what I see.
No, he said, "Can somebody else jump on it?" I'm doing what? What is this?
I think there's a few there's a few disruptive people, and he's the only mod that's actually in the stream. On the account
Daniel. He's trying to get rid of Daniel. I think his name is Daniel T. I think. Hold on, because
Yep.
yeah, he's the one who.
If I was a mod, I would have. Yeah.
Daniel's comments.
Daniel?
Yeah. Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel T. I just looked up on there. Bill or Merck. If you go to his name and you go see what's it? The timeouts, you should see something underneath that says the last one. You can click on it, that'll ban them from the channel.
Okay,
I don't remember it.
I put it on timeout. I put it on timeout myself.
Well, like on this account that I'm talking with you on, I'm not a mod, so I can't do anything.
Okay, well, it's timed out, so it's all done.
I think he got
what?
They just banned him. So,
Yeah, they just banned
Merck
him.
got it to ban him.
There you go.
Good.
So okay, so we're all done. Okay, so let's get back to the show.
Sorry about the disruption. Sometimes things have to be dealt with, guys.
Yep.
Bill O says it's not going to happen, Joe. Get some bullpen help. That's
And-
what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to say. But they need a few things. I mean, can they do it? More power to them if they can. I'll love it. I'll absolutely love it. But can they do it, guys? One by one, tell me. Can the Yankees do each and every one of the things that we need by the 31st of July? And be honest.
My
You're
answer is
talking-
no, Joe.
How many players?
You want two? We need two relievers.
They need two. They need at least 2 to 3 relievers, one starting pitcher, and a third baseman.
Well, if you look, Luis Hill is coming back. He's a high leverage arm. You could possibly put him in the rotation and shift Schlittler down to the bullpen. So that alleviates one of your high leverage needs because this guy's throwing harder than anybody in our organization right now.
Yeah.
He seems to have decent control. And the thing that impressed me about his performance yesterday is he gave up two bombs. And look what he did right after that.
He was poised on the mound yesterday.
Yep.
He dug in. He wasn't intimidated. He didn't stay away from his fastball. He came right back with it.
Yeah.
That's a bulldog mentality that you see in very few players. You can't train that. That's built into you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're wanting to preserve his arm, because he threw 68 pitches last night?
75, I think.
Okay.
More than 70.
75.
Okay. You want a long reliever that's got chops, and you look at the postseason. Starters don't go more than 4.5 innings.
Yep.
Bullpens carry a lot of the water. So you got a guy who could be a long relief that's coming out with stuff like that. I'm sold. So that would make me putting down to one leverage reliever, a starting pitcher, and a third baseman, and I think that that's doable.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them could probably be knocked out in one trade.
Yep. Or all 3 maybe potentially. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Chris, your feeling on that?
I mean, I'm still trying to what teams are selling. I'm really interested in Minnesota because if they're gonna trade, their best pick, Boston, then I want their best reliever.
Okay. All right, and if you want the best relievers, obviously, the guy you will get the wish, and they're going to trade some of these guys in the minor leagues. There's no question about that. Although you can dangle Rice, that's for sure. You can dangle Grisham, and you might be able to stay away from the up and coming stars. So I don't know. This can go many different ways.
Yep.
But guys, enough about the trades. Let's talk about tonight's game. We have Marcus Stroman going. What would you like to see? What do you think?
I got Marcus Stroman going. Let's see, 5-6 innings, 3 earned runs, 4 walks, probably like 4. Actually, you know what? 3 walks and 3 strikeouts, 6 hits, and yeah.
Okay, so in other words, basically, we were emptying out the bullpen tonight. That's basically what you're saying. Okay.
Depends.
Okay, Chris, how do you feel about Marcus Stroman tonight?
He did good his last start
Against the Mets. Yeah.
Yeah, he did good against his last start. I think is a better team than the Mariners. That's just my opinion. I'm hopeful. I don't think it's gonna happen. If he can give us 7.
Wow.
Oh, y'all can shake your head all you want, kid.
I'm not shaking my head.
If I'm hopeful, but I'm not hopeful.
Okay, you're
But-
not hopeful.
No,
Because what I was going to say is if Marcus
But we
Stroman
need 70.
pitches seventh, I'm going to be the next Pope.
you could be.
Next
Oh
post.
my God!
Oh man,
I'm
but
not
no.
touching that with a 20-foot pole. I'm not touching that.
Ask St. Anthony.
You got that right.
But
Stephen B., what do you feel?
oh, I didn't even. Okay.
It's if you can get 5 innings with 3 runs, I'll take it.
You only heard Chris is hopeful. You didn't hear his.
I'm not hopeful.
Well,
If he can if he could command his hit the spots like he did the last game, maybe he can go that, but I don't think he will.
Okay.
Chris,
Chris?
what was your practical?
I was saying though, like we need 7 innings from Stroman tonight. We definitely need that. I don't see it happening, but if it does, we need it.
Well, I think they're going to stay away from Loizaga tonight. I don't think he's coming in.
I'm not
You're
gonna
going
lie.
to see the Blue Breakers, them, Tim Hill, and you're probably going to get obviously an inning from Weaver. If we're in the game or ahead, you're going to see Weaver and you're going to see Williams again. That's for sure. But they got to shore up that bullpen. There's no question about it. And they're missing a couple. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, Scott Efros has been pitching pretty well.
Mhm.
He had a little hiccup the other day, but if you pitch him 1.5 innings, he's been pitching very well, very confident. And so that's one guy we may be able to depend on in the bullpen tonight.
Mhm.
I wanted to say this too. If everybody watching the game, this is the first time I ever seen Boone like this in a minute. When Lasagna gave up that home run, he had to like, what the F is going on?
Yeah. Well, again,
He's tired of it.
Lasagna, Loizaga, it's funny. Either he has it or he doesn't. There's no in between. Either he's very good or he's very, very bad. And yesterday he was very bad. Everything was straight. Everything was getting creamed. But, he's the type of guy tomorrow or today, he'll pitch much better. But I have a feeling that Scott Man is going to be a big part of tonight's game.
Hey, Joe, I got to get going.
All right, Steve. Thank you
All right,
so much
Steven.
for popping in. Thank
Yeah.
you. You have a great day.
You
Let's
too.
go Yankees. So, so now what about hitting wise? What do you guys say? Do you want to see Dominguez again?
I got
hitter?
Yeah, I got Dominguez. Hopefully he's a leadoff hitter. But my hitting stars of the game is Dominguez, Chaz, and Judge, and Belly.
And the rest of the team.
I'll pick the whole team.
Just do the whole team. Nick, you do it every day. Oh yeah, let's do all 8 guys. Let's do 9 guys.
He didn't do that yesterday.
Well, I didn't do that yesterday. I picked 2 players.
I know because I was eyeing you. That's why you did that. You knew that. Chris, what do you think?
Who's pitching? But
Woo. Ryan
Woo.
Woo.
I think
Nasty guy.
I know because last time he pitched us, it was nasty. But
he didn't win.
No.
We got to their bullpen and took the game.
Okay. I'm looking at 2 people. I think Jason goes yard, and I think Judge goes yard.
Mm-hmm. I put something in the chat what Paston said before.
Well, I mean, look, I think Stroman's going to go 5.
Yeah.
So the middle innings is going to be very, very important. Definitely very important. And I think tonight is going to be the night again for Belly. I think Belly's going to hit him hard. I think Belly's going to take him the opposite way, and I think he's also going to hit a home run tonight. I really do. and I think they're on a roll, and I don't think anything's going to stop them right now. Not even the pitching. I that's just the way I feel. I've been saying it, and one game at a time. But I think they've turned the corner, and they are definitely. And of course, the rush of the trades or whatever, little by little, now the players are starting to feel a little bit more confident and a little bit more at ease when they're going to play, how they're going to play, who's coming on, because it's obvious. Just to get rid of DJ like that, they're sending a message not only to the fan, forget about the fans, the team. The team is getting sent the message now. We will have to eat contract if we have to. Let's just go out and play the game now. Enough of the nonsense of 1,000 batting orders. Maybe we've turned the corner on it, so I'm going to give Boone and everybody the benefit of the doubt. Let's go for it now. Let's play Yankee ball, and let's do it. That's the way I see it at this right now. That's the way. By the way, everyone, if you're home this afternoon or whatever, there is an early game. The Orioles and the Mets are playing at 12 o'clock. The first of a doubleheader today, day-night doubleheader. So if you're racking your brain what you want to watch, if there's nothing going on, you do have a bowl game today, the Mets and the Orioles at 12:05. Did anybody get to see the Scranton Wilkes-Barre game yesterday?
No.
Any highlights? Anything?
No.
Only because of the fact of taking a look at Rodriguez.
Did Spencer Jones hit a home run yesterday?
Yes, he did. He went 3 for 4.
Oh wow. Okay.
And Rodriguez is starting to wake up again. I don't know. If Ben Rice goes, I could see Rodriguez being called up if that happens. If they get rid of Ben Rice, why not? Listen, they got to try something, and then what are you going to do? Who's going to replace Ben Rice's bat off the bench or whatever? What are they going to do?
You haven't seen Rice in the last 2 games.
What?
You haven't seen Rice in the last 2 games.
Right. And I have a feeling he's going to be traded.
And the team has been hitting just fine. If you look at our last 8 games, we've scored over 5 runs in each of the last 8, including the beatdowns that we took in City Field. It was the bullpen that wasn't getting done. If we move Rice, we can survive without him.
Okay. I like it. I know he swings at everything, but I love his hard-hitting velo. He's awesome.
He's a plus player, no doubt about it. The problem that Rice has is he truly doesn't have a position on the team. People say first baseman. Well, sure, he's done some spot fill-ins at first, but he's not really a first baseman. And when you look at all that Goldschmidt has done this year, and before Rizzo got hurt, we've always relied on a very, very hardy defensive first baseman that saves some of these young kids with these crazy throws that they make.
Yeah.
Is Rice that guy? I don't know. I know that I've seen that kid down in AAA for us, TJ Rumsfeld.
Yeah.
Very, very solid defender.
Yep.
An actual first baseman. And I think his numbers aren't too bad in AAA this year either. What do you laugh at?
Right. No, we lost him. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
All I know is, I think we all can agree we need to make some trades. I feel like when you make good trades and boost the team, I feel like the morale goes back up.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely do. Also the Yankees have an up and coming star in Double-A named Rock Riggio. He's had a very, very solid year, and as a matter of fact, with Nitin Sports, they're going to have a baseball camp on July 29th where Rock Riggio is going to be there and talk baseball with the kids.
Yep, he's going to come. Hopefully, a lot of kids show up, so he's going to show the kids how to play, show them the fundamentals of baseball, and so they changed the price to $45 now per ticket. It was at $150, and then now it dropped. So we're dropping the price, so it'll be more cheaper for the parents.
Awesome, because I know Anthony Volpe has done it in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not there, but he has done it. Derek Jeter's done it. It's usually very successful because what happens is they bring the camps there. A lot of the camps that are looking to get it to break, to play baseball and all, and it's a good way to market baseball because they don't do the greatest job of marketing baseball, and that hurts the sport. Where there are sports like soccer, everything you hear, like when I talk to families for the kids, he's playing soccer, he's not really into baseball. Well, you know why? Because they don't market it right. They don't talk about it. Soccer is everywhere, even though we may not think so, but it is. No matter where you turn around, they market soccer way better than Major League Baseball.
Yep.
And that's got to change.
There's a reason for that, though. It's an international sport that hasn't been popular here in the States. I'm a Navy guy. I've deployed all over the world. Every place I've gone, I've taken soccer games in. It's like almost a religion over in Europe and in Asia.
Of course it is. They live and breathe that. They live in but the thing but to your point, then why are all the kids, even though it wasn't that popular here, their number one sport is picking soccer.
World Cup.
They market it.
World Cup.
Okay, so World Series, not good enough. All-Star game.
Our All-Star game has no innate value in it whatsoever. If you look, a lot of younger fans say that baseball is boring. When we were holding games at 4+ hours, you lose fans.
Yeah.
You go to an extremely long movie, that's 3 hours.
Yep.
And I'm teetering on the edge of wanting to jump out of the seat and escape as quickly as possible, except I got to make a bathroom stop. But and you picture that for a sport. And them chairs, unless you're sitting down in the Legends area, are uncomfortable. They are not good chairs. And I'm not a skinny guy, but my butt doesn't conform to that, and I don't like sitting in those chairs. So if I got to stay there for 4 hours, I'm aggravated on top of it.
Well,
and if my team loses, then I'm really pissed because I spent a lot of money to sit in an uncomfortable chair and watch the team lose.
Ken, thank you for your service as always, though.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yep. Thank you on that. What do you guys think on the All-Star game that they're going to have the automatic strike zone?
That's going to be interesting. I think we'll find. I guess we'll find out how it goes. They're testing it, I guess, to see.
So they're going to do the same thing, like you're going to tap on the head?
I think so.
More than likely, I'm not. I guess that's going to be the way they're going to do this from now on. You got to tap on the head. But I don't know. It should be fun. It should be fun. But the thing is, they're not going to take it too seriously because we're talking the All-Star game. Nobody's going to go nuts on it. And I think the players already been coached. Hey, I want you to tap your hat because this is what the fans want to see. This is what MLB wants to see. It's not really realistic in the All-Star game. That's the only thing. It was a lot more realistic in the minor leagues because you're playing for something. But here it's like, okay, I'm going to tap my head, but they don't care. It won't bother them if it's a strike or not. That's not the place to do it, in my opinion. I mean, a minor league game, yes, it's going to mean something to them. But you want to show off to the world, this is going to be good. Players won't give a hoot about it. They're going to be doing this because they've been told. Tap your head. Do they really care what they? I mean, yeah, okay, maybe they want it. They want the they want the MVP of the All-Star game. Okay, granted. But is that enough to prove if this is going to work or not? I don't think so. They're going to have to implement it in a game. Period. Maybe do it in I don't know, September, or you could have done it in April when the season just started. But the players are not going to care. The managers are not going to care. You just want to win the All-Star game, okay?
Yeah, but there's not. Okay, you win the All-Star game. Who cares? Who cares if you lose? Those guys are making bank money for bonus incentives on their contracts. Congratulations. Millionaires are making more money.
But that's my
back
point.
Back in the day, when the winner of the All-Star game got home field advantage,
yes,
there was something to play for.
Yeah.
Now this is just a dog and pony show. It doesn't mean anything. It's like the home run derby. Ooh, I'm the home run champ because the best people who hit home runs didn't compete.
Right. But all the more my point is, why bring that into the All-Star game when nobody cares?
You know what might be the thing? They said initially there were some issues with ABS and they've retweaked it. They may be trying to do it on a basis to see if they fix what was broke with it. That's why they said they didn't implement it this year or put it up for a vote for implementation.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's definitely going to be talked in the bargaining for after next year. That's for sure. Because these
I got to drop, but let's go Yankees. Hopefully, we can continue the winning streak.
Well, we're at almost an hour and a half. So, what are your last thoughts?
Let's go Yankees. So, I already told you the prediction for Stroman and the hitting stars of the game. So, let's go. Hopefully, we can continue the winning streak. Keep up the great work, Ken, Chris, and Joe. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Please subscribe, like, share this channel. So, thank you again. See you guys later.
All right, man. We'll see you with the pregame. We'll see you later. Have a great day, Ned. Thank you so much for being on. All right, Chris, your final thoughts.
I said it in the chat yesterday. I think it was when y'all play-by-play. The best thing for me about the All-Star game, I'm not going to lie, I can't wait to see Joe Torre.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. We see him a lot here in New York. Great guy, unbelievable. I was at a book signing when he announced the book, a couple of years ago. One of the nicest guys you ever wanted to meet. I mean, he is just super. He'll talk to anybody. He'll talk baseball over and over and over again. And it's just a shame we got to get old, man. Because I would love to him be back. And he always says the only mistake that he regrets was leaving Jabba Chamberlain in with all those bugs all over him. That's the biggest regret. And he also when they lost the 4 in a row to the Red Sox back in 2004, I mean, obviously they did not have the pitching. They had they had limited pitches and they were overused, totally overused. And but his greatest feat, I mean, obviously they won 3 world championships. Should have won a 4th one. But Torre, in my era, I think was the best manager. Plus, he had the best bench coach in Don Zimmer. That combination was just fantastic. If one didn't have the brains, the other one did, and they just complemented each other. We may not see that again. Just like we'll never see another Mariano Rivera, in my opinion. But that's that. What? So you think the Yankees are going to win tonight, Chris? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right. That's what I want to hear. All right, Ken, what's your final thoughts?
Well, it's going to be an interesting game. I think Stroman will hold his own. I think he realizes that his fate is dependent on his performance. I think if he has a good outing, teams are going to look at him as possibly moving because he doesn't have a future in New York. So he's pitching for his professional life.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Okay. And yes or no, Yankees win or no?
I'm never going to say no. I'm calling the play-by-play. Are you kidding me?
Okay. Well, I mean, you won't hear that from a Michael Kay. He said, I got to be biased.
Yeah,
That's
well, you know my opinion about Michael Kay, and he should be unemployed.
Wow. Okay. All right. We won't touch that with a 20-foot pole, but
Yeah, you don't need to. You don't need to because I've expressed it more than once on many different platforms. I don't care for his announcing style. I think he's a self-important jerk, and he's driven other people from his talk shows off because of his crud, or they made valid points to try to keep him in check. It's a big baby.
Oh, like I said, we whatever. I mean, how do you follow that? Whatever. But anyway, listen, guys. The trade deadline show.
Did you see ArcLight's message?
Ooh.
ArcLight 44. He's got breaking news.
Oh, okay.
Not getting it yet. Hold on. All right. Okay. The Tampa Bay Rays are acquiring Brian Baker from the Orioles, according to a source familiar with the deal. Okay. Well, they get another relief pitcher. I'm sure they're going to make him into Mariano Rivera the way they do things. So kudos to them.
But the thing that's interesting is if Baltimore is moving off of players, they made a trade in division. Who else are they willing to move? Does that put Sir Anthony Dominguez on our radar? Does that put Felix Bautista on our radar?
Well, let's see. Should be interesting. It definitely should be interesting, guys. Yeah, well, go ahead.
They're the best part of the Orioles.
I mean, they definitely don't have any pitching. That's for sure. That is for sure. Oh, Gunnar Henderson. Yeah, okay, Lou. I seriously doubt that. As bad as they're playing, I doubt they're going to trade him. You're going to have to give them. I don't even want to say it. Forget that. But we are getting close to the deadline trade talk Wednesday. Everyone, we're a little over a week away. Looking forward to it, and it should be a lot of fun. So that's going to be at 8 p.m. Wednesday, July 16th. Later on at 4 p.m., we're going to have the pregame show. And also then we're going to go to Ken's channel, and he's going to do the play-by-play of tonight's Yankee game. You coming on at 7?
Yes.
Okay, he's coming on at 7 p.m. And then right after that, everyone, we come right back here, and we'll have a post-game show. So there's a lot going on. Oh, and Chris, what time are you on tonight? I'm sorry.
No, you good. I might not even do a live tonight.
Okay. Well, if you're available, let us know.
I guarantee Chris is going on if Marcus Stroman throws 7 innings and we win.
Oh, he'll be back here tonight gloating, that's for sure. Right, Chris? I told you he was going 7. I told you.
Well, look. We don't get credit. Nobody pats us on the back when we get stuff right. I feel like what Ken was talking about with Baltimore. I mean, I said that the last time I was on the show. I said, why not call Baltimore and see what they want for Bautista or Dominguez?
Mm-hmm. You're right.
So, you never know. You just never know. And to say that Baltimore won't trade with us, that's BS because we actually traded for their best closer, Britton.
Yeah, a few years back. You're right. You're right. And yeah, listen, at the right trade, anybody. The only one that was definite in the day was the Yankees and Mets. They would not, there was no way they were going to deal. Cohen's were going to deal with the Yankees. Now it's a little different ball game. If there's something that can help both teams, they will not mind doing that at all. Not at all. So, again, one thing I could say is if there is any movement, everyone, we will have it here on NY Yankee Mania. If it's big, whatever, just like I did yesterday, I will come on immediately and we'll do breaking news. You'll know the lineups before. Hopefully, as soon as we go on, the lineups will be out for tonight's game. So there's a lot to look forward to. But we need for you to, as you're coming in and out of the stream, like the stream, and of course, subscribe to us. I really appreciate it. Subscribe to Ken, the Ugly Truth. Subscribe to Chris, the Flash. He has a great show. Very, very, he just what he does with the fans. You gotta listen to it because he's got something new every day. He's really cool. And I really liked your 4th of July show, by the way. I like that you went outside. You were showing the fireworks. You were showing the, everything going on. It was real cool, Chris. Keep up the good work. You got it. All right, everyone. Well, listen, have a great day. We will see you in a few short hours. Have a great one. Enjoy. Stay safe. Keep enjoying the summer. If you're off from work, if you're off from school, good luck to you and enjoy it because time goes fast. And then school comes right back, everyone, as we all know. So enjoy the day. We love you over here. God bless you all. And, of course, God bless America. Stay well, everyone. We will see you at the pregame at 4 p.m. Take care. Let's go, Yankees.